Yeah, everyone, this is Thermites, and this is the Weekly Updates. As always, very first link down below is Weekly Shonen Jump. Please check it out. Also, apologies for sometimes when I'm recording the very start of the videos, like obviously I'm trying to face the camera, and then I stop facing the camera and I start facing over there. And depending on where the mic is, sometimes I sound like this, where I'm just so far away from the mic that it's hard to pick me up even. So I do apologize for that. I just noticed that while editing this most recent video, the very start, way quieter than the rest. I didn't want to bass boost it because then it would sound awful at the very start, so just put up with it for like 10 seconds. Anyways, this was a really short jump. Thank God that as I was, personally, mentally not doing so good, and I had to drop off for a little bit, that we got a really short jump. No One Piece, no My Hero, because, the upcoming one, the one I'm about to record, has One Piece, has My Hero, has a new series. The previous one did have a new series, but I took the Hard World Cop and Dolphin route and went, I'm just not gonna. If it turns out to be incredibly fantastic, maybe I'll pick it up. But yeah, not not vibing with it right from the cover. Let's just not. Where's this one? Ooh, I mean, we'll talk about this in the next reaction. Also, last week, real rough. I didn't say this on the channel actually. I don't know if I said this in the video, but part of the reason why I was like 3 jumps behind was because I knew Master Asumi ended. I think the reaction I had to the final chapter was still fine. Honestly, I'm really glad I didn't get blindsided at the very end by going, wait, what? That's the end? So I think it's pretty apparent from the start of the chapter. But yeah, it really sucks. I talked about this a bit on the server, but to reiterate for the 100 people who watch the channel and don't actually visit the server, my God, Martial Master Asumi is so good. You can watch my previous reactions. You can see like how I get into it over the course of chapter after chapter after chapter. It's such a good series. It's gotten me the tiniest bit into real world MMA. It's also got me to finally get off my ass and read some other series like Tepu and I tried a bit of Ashina no Joe, but I don't think that's happening. But like truly, it's not that I don't like fighting. It is just that, how do I put it? If it's not like if more realistic fighting isn't very well presented, then I would much rather have very unrealistic fighting that is not well presented. If I have to choose between them not being well presented, or if I have to choose between like I can't quite follow what's going on, but it's cool. And I think what Martial Master Asumi managed to absolutely nail was the ability to follow everything as it is happening. It has incredible like continuity of movement. It all feels very real, very physical, very like, logically consistent. There are like 1 or 2 panels in the whole series where I was like, I don't know how you went from here to here. But even those, I was able to kind of just fudge it because they're also using actual techniques that I can look up and then go, okay, so I can see how you would shift between these two, and I can understand why you wouldn't like include a transition panel of this because it's really awkward to draw. But yeah, I would love it if a combat sports series got to do well in Jump. But it really is, it's a difficult balance. I was really rooting for Neru, but it didn't work out. I was also rooting at the very start for Do Retry, but it really could not hook me, sadly. And then Martial Master Asumi, I thought was just truly like I thought it was really just unsaid that it was gonna go for as long as it wanted to. I really hope Kawada does another series, whether it is like in Jump, whether it's not, whether it's martial arts, whether it's not. Honestly, like such an insanely talented mangaka, someone who can create such interesting characters, who can make you care about them, who can truly the bones of this series are the kind of thing that you could build any incredible manga on. What a talent. What a talent. Apart from that, Undead Unluck banging this week. Elusive Samurai pretty darn good. So it's not like the show was entirely stolen. But yeah, that's about it. I don't want to dilly-dally too much because I'm about to record again. Haven't done anything else, but once I catch up with Jump in the next Jump recording, we'll see how this goes. I might toss in the Shoha Show 10 chapters. We'll see. What I might do actually is record Jump normally and then record Shoha Shoten and then like append it to the end because like they're not, they shouldn't count for this week's Jump in terms of the ranking anyways. But also, it's kind of awkward if I'm doing something in Jump and then I do a separate video that is like, oh, by the way, here's just a separate Hunter x Hunter catch up or a separate this or a separate that. I always notice that those don't get quite as many views, and I'm worried that's because the algorithm isn't pushing it to people who would usually be following the Jump stuff, and then they may not know that I did a separate video covering that kind of thing. So, we'll see. We'll see. In any case, I will catch you later. Still having a good time reading manga, and that's really all I can ask for, really. So, until then, bye for now. Yeah, yeah. Ah.